It's Friday again, finished work, still early-ish, so I thought I'm gonna head north for the weekend and do the east coast part of the NC500 while I'm here. Here for a bit longer than I thought, which is great. So I'm gonna head over to Dornoch Beach now and I'm gonna take you with me. Welcome to Dornoch Beach on the NC500. I'm on the east coast at the moment, just finished work. Thought I'd come and explore, I don't know, 100 miles of it or something. Could just take my time and do a bit of it this weekend, go back to work, do another bit next weekend. But this is the first bit, so everywhere you are around here, you've got the signs. I don't think you even need a map. Every turning, it tells you where to go for this NC500. It's a big thing up here. Camper vans galore. Get some sea air in the lungs and look at this beautiful clean sand and lovely coloured water. Look at that. It's not rained at all. I always thought it rained all the time in Scotland, so I was misinformed about that. I don't think I've got the right shoes on for walking on the beach. I'll empty them later. Oh, it's not nice to be by the sea. Golf course over there, some expensive looking houses. This is a lovely beach though. I think I'm going to head up to a couple more places before it gets dark. Then go and find some dinner, probably some fish and chips by the sea, but towns are a little bit so hopefully I can find something to eat. I've got some bits in the car, worst case. I'm not an irresponsible traveller. I am prepared. That bit just there reminds me of a town that I've been to and I really can't remember where it was. Might have been in Cornwall. I think I went on a museum tour about an explorer. What was it called? I can't remember now. Yeah, I'm sure it was Cornwall. But it was just like that, this nice little town, a bit like Robin Hood's Bay, and it had the estuary come down the middle of it, and it was like both sides, and the houses were beautiful. It was Cornwall, I just can't remember the name of the town, but that looks just like it. Sand is so nice and clean up here. The other side, the west coast, the sand is white like in the Caribbean. Could be deceiving when you see the pictures of it. Yeah, this is lovely here. Little fishing boats over there. I think this is the best time to come because apparently when it's in season it's motorhome central. Can't move at all. But this is Brora, that's another one ticked off the list. Getting some beaches in tonight. Might have time for 2 more before it gets dark. Just gonna head up here and see what's over here. What's it on? Yeah, hard one to get it on there, it's windy. Nice. So I just had to stop off because no wonder it's got that type of name up here for it. Every corner you go around is just absolutely stunning. And then I just thought I've had a chance to park up there in this edge of this forest, and I just thought I have to just show you that view. Nice. So we've made it to Wick. Didn't think I'd come this far up today, but there wasn't much to stop at apart from the nice views. There was no real towns to see or anything, so this is a nice little town. Just gonna go and get a kebab and then find somewhere to park and then call it a night, I think. It's just starting to get a bit dark now. I'll find somewhere. Lovely. Lovely. Kebab time. It's Friday night, why not? And it's holiday as well. this car camping just keeps getting better and better. So it's a bit windy, a bit wet at the moment. It's going to dry up soon. Actually, it is drier now. But yeah, so I want a coffee. I've got to use gas to boil the water. I have to go outside, so I was like, oh. But then I remembered my car has an automatic boot opener key. So now we don't have to go out and we can make coffee from inside. Oh yes, coffee's coming. Sorted. Now I know what you were thinking. Yes, he's clever, he's opened the boot from the inside, but now he's got to get out and close it. Well, I've made my coffee, and you're wrong there. Perfect. Oh, it's taken a bit longer to dry up than I first thought going off the weather, but it's 11:30 now and I'm really wanting to get out and explore, so I'm gonna have a quick look around here, hopefully come back on the way home to see it, just because it's a bit wet and slippy. I don't want to be going down near some cliffs when it's slippy, but I'll have a quick look now, see if it's worth coming back. It looks like it is on Google Maps. This is the old Wick Castle, and it's next to some stunning landmark cliff areas. Wow, oh yes, I'm glad I came out. Wow, look how deep that is. Woo. Oh my god, look at that. I didn't know I was right here next to that. Got to be careful because it is quite windy. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. I did not expect to see that. That is some serious waves there. This is the old Wick Castle here. I'm going to head over to that side to see what this looks like from over there. It's going to look lovely with the two pieces cut in. It's a bit windy, otherwise I'd have got my drone out. This would have been a right drone picture here. With the car parked up next to that castle and all this dramatic landscape. I can't believe it. I can't believe I was parked here and didn't even realise what it was like. I just pulled up somewhere, got it off, parked for night, well parked for night, and then just yeah, came out and got this. So I'm going to head to that ledge there now to see what that looks like, so I can see right up that channel. Wow. First morning of the NC500 and it's absolutely blown my mind. So that, I think that bit there is called Brora Beach. Around that corner, but it's like, oh yeah, it's the bit around the corner, there's like a big gap where it's hanging on. And on Google Maps there was a picture of someone walking along the top, but I'm not that irresponsible. It's extremely windy today, I'm not ending up in that. So watching from a distance is completely fine for me. Just ran up the triangle mount, the pyramid we'll call it. Some modern building. Got a nice view just from this little extra piece. I wonder what it was. It's very, it must have been some sort of building. This is definitely like a triangle shaped roof on top here. It's something deliberate. Yeah. Wibbler's Rock. One last time before we head to the next exciting place, which is 6 minutes away. I need a month off to see all this. Okay, so we've come to the next stop, which was just a few minutes along the coast, but I had to go around. So I was actually coming to some caves, but I've just parked at this bit of a lay-by, and I have seen this. So there's a bit of spray paint on this rock, but these rocks are crazy. It's called Trinky, but as I just had a quick look on Google Maps to see what the Trinky spray paint is about, it's an outdoor swimming pool on that rock. So if you look at that, that is that. That's an outdoor swimming pool. So the reason I came to this, I'm spoiled with this property again, is I found some caves, and I went to some caves recently with my friend in the Lake District, and this one looks a bit bigger, and it's right next to the sea. Obviously the one in the Lake District was very inland. This is going to be way more dramatic with the waves crashing. So we're going to Tinker's Cave. They're all called Tinkers. It's got pirates and swag. So that's where we're going now. I just had a quick look, I got ahead of myself. I didn't map it out properly, so I just saw this path and assumed it went to the cave, but it doesn't. But at least I got to come down closer to the water and see the swimming pool, Trinky swimming pool. Let's come down to the pool. So this is it here. So it's basically all this flat rock just above sea level, literally. The waves are just crashing there. I bet this becomes underwater sometimes. But yeah, all this flat rock, they've just basically built a bit of an L-shaped wall in concrete there and created this little bit of a pool here. Outdoor swimming pool, which is a good idea. I've been out for about less than probably 45 minutes, and I've already seen so many breathtaking places. This is literally just the start. And I did skim up most of the coast to get up to this town, just because I thought I could get some breakfast and stuff here. But if you was to take your time and get a van and stop and look at everything, you could spend months doing this North Coast 500. It's getting louder. Wow! That's actually getting bigger. That's gone over the pool wall. I better get out of here. Yeah, definitely should have got back a little bit. That whole swimming pool area is completely underwater now. One big wave just came over. You could walk out to that before, literally a minute ago, but now it's all the way up to here. This area will definitely be underwater when it comes up. So I'm going to stay well back. Just enjoy the views. Let's get to some higher ground. Down there just a few minutes ago. Oh, that's completely underwater now. All the rocks are gone, more or less. The waves are coming over. You've got to be really careful when you come to places like this. It can change so quickly. But stunning. The water's really nice. It's like a green colour, but a nice, like jade, emerald green. You see it? I've been watching all the stuff about the NC500 online and seeing all the photographs and stuff on social media, but I guess every single piece of it is just stunning. You won't be able to, you have to make a movie of photos of every single bit because every piece of it is just stunning. That's where I was just before. Wimbler's Rock, where the water was going in there. Just there to there. It's just, every little bit of it is gorgeous. So I'm just going to enjoy this for another minute or so and then go and get some food. So I've left all that and I've come to the town of Wick, which is a decent sized town. It's actually got a little airport as well. It's got a harbour. You can get ferries here to places. A lot of ferries on the top side of Scotland, obviously, to get to all the islands like the Orkneys and the Shetlands and stuff. And I didn't realise that the Isle of Skye, you can drive onto it, so that'll be another part of a trip at some point, driving to Skye. But let's have a little look around this town. And the main reason I've come here for some food at Morans. Literally, must be tired or something. I was here last night. I didn't realise. I completely forgot. I thought it was like, oh, this is cool for the first time seeing somewhere. And I literally parked there yesterday and got a kebab round the back of that street there. But anyway, no, I haven't eaten. I'm still hungry. Morans was too full. Must be popular. It did have a good score. So I'm going to try and find somewhere else now. Right, plan B, found one called Wicker's World. Really good ratings, 8 minutes walk. And it's next to the water, so that will be pretty, so let's get there. Nice bridge there. Bit industrially, I think it's all the old buildings that used to be next to the harbour, but I just saw this little street of these houses and thought I'll come down because they look really nice. That looks like they've been turned into houses. Yeah, lovely nice stone houses around here. Those big fat seagulls. Hope there's a table for me in this restaurant, because otherwise it might be a sandwich from the supermarket. There's not much choice here, but there's quite a lot of houses. Arrived at the next stop. Let's see if we can get some food in here. Wicker's World. It's right next to the harbour. Ferries, fishing boats. Looks like some private boats there as well. I'll go and have a little nosy. Oh no, is it open? Wicker's World isn't the cafe, that's something else. Looks like it's open. Yes, let's try and get in. That was well needed, well received as well. Went for the full English breakfast. Not Scottish, I can't believe I'm at the top of Scotland and I didn't get a Scotch breakfast. I didn't get any tatties, not tatties, tatty scone. Didn't get any haggis, didn't get any white pudding. What's going on? Can get white pudding in England sometimes. Let's get across here. Right, let's have a look at these boats then. That one's cool. That one little, that'd be perfect overnighter. I know a bit about boats. But yeah, these are all like private boats. These are not fishing vessels. Look like you could live on these, especially the sailing ones. You could cross oceans in them, but they don't really have much kit on them, so I guess people are using these as just sort of weekend fun. Big catamaran over there, big commercial catamaran. Two actually. Oh, they're all catamarans. Don't know why, they're all, maybe just because the water is a bit choppy in the North Sea and it must keep it more stable. But yeah, lovely little marina. Okay, so that one there, the big commercial red one, it says Njord Offshore, and it's got the wind farms pictures on the side. So there's a lot of industry up here for oil and wind farms, building them and maintaining them up here. So there's a lot of people who work offshore up here, I've found out recently. This is probably the last town before you get to the top, before you have to get onto the islands and go off into shore. So I guess it's a place where people will come. Seems quiet today though, I'm not sure why, but it is a weekend. It's a Saturday, and I guess coming here in April onwards will probably be quite busy, especially with it being on the NC500. It's going to have a lot of camper vans here and probably a lot more shops and cafes and restaurants open. Yeah, these are all the offshore vessels, these. Stunning, isn't it? Wow. This is I think this must be the top corner. This is John O'Groats, so we've got sea around both sides. That side and that side. I think that's the corner. The corner of UK mainland. So I went through John O'Groats. John O'Groats isn't actually the most northern point of the mainland, but I think it's famous because John O'Groats to Land's End is the longest distance of mainland. But when I had a look on a map, it isn't actually the most northern point. There's loads more points, but right now I am on the most northeastern point of UK mainland. So this is the north coast, this is the top here, and then just over this hill, which I'm going to take you to next, is the east coast. This is Duncansby Lighthouse. So I was heading towards John O'Groats, and then I just saw this and thought, this looks really nice. All of it looks nice here, but I went to see this, and there's also something called Duncansby Head Broch, which is a bit like the needles that you see just off the Isle of Wight, where you see all the rocks worn away and like needles sticking out in the sea. So I thought I'll just bring you to look at this lighthouse. Especially with it being cloudy like it is. It just goes out to nothing. You don't know how big the waves are. You feel like there's going to be a monster wave just coming out of them clouds. That's the North Sea. Oh, it really drops off here. No wonder they've got the fence in here. Just drops straight off. Yeah, it'd be quite scary going towards the edge of that. Good job this fence is here, because it probably would go. Oh, look at the water, it's so green. Right, that's as far as we can get here. We're going to head over to the east side, have a quick look at these rock formations that's coming out of the sea. Duncansby Head Broch, we're going to call it. Just heading back so I can show you guys that. That was quite scary. It's like a hump in this land, and I weren't sure if it was going to be another drop, dead drop like that. It is, but at least there's a fence there. But look at this. Oh, there's a bit of a path around the edge. That looks scary. That is right on the edge as well. Who put that fence there? Wouldn't want that job. Oh, this is high. This is really high. It's cool though. Fresh air is amazing. It's not cold. It's a little bit windy, but I've just got a place in the Highlands. It's not that cold at all. Right, so we've made it around that loop. That was amazing. And I didn't know this was here as well. I'm really glad that I've come to this lighthouse just to get all this fresh air. So basically that lighthouse is the corner of the northeastern mainland. So you've got the north coast, this is the east coast. And I've just come across It's like what I was parked up in this morning. So that like gap where the water was rushing in, it's called the Geo of Sclates. So this is it here, and you'll see this next bit. These are like the needles, like you get down in the Isle of Wight. So, oh wow, this is unbelievable. Look at this, guys. Yeah, so I'm going to get a bit further along. I'm going to go and see those needles as well, but I'm going to look down this gap in between the two sides of cliffs. There's some birds around here, but they're seagulls, and it looks like pigeons over there. I'm really hoping to see some puffins, because they have a lot up here, but I'm not sure which part of Scotland they are. But they're so cute. I've never seen one before, but they look really nice, and they seem to be playful, a bit like monkeys. Wow, that is deep, that. Look at that. You just wouldn't expect it. It literally just looks like the Downs or somewhere here. Just all these lovely rolling fields. And then you've just got a drop. Looking forward to looking down that. If it wasn't so windy, I'd definitely have the drone out today. Look at them waves coming in. Jeez. Look at that for a drop. There's two of them, there's another one over there as well. What a treat, eh? And there's another one just there. And then I'm going to go over to see those needles. Wow. I was meant to be working this weekend. Got the call I'm not. Right, let's get a new plan. Let's just find something. That's what we do round here. Oh my god! Look how deep that is! Oh my god, that is straight down. Flipping heck! Oh my god, you know when you just see something and you're like, whoa, then a bit more, and it's like, whoa! That is insane! That is insane. Look at all that. This is the Geo of Sclates. And I hope it comes across on the camera how high that is. That is seriously high. When you're just walking across fields like this, and you just get to something, and then you just see and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's crazy. I didn't even know I was going to find this. I just came here, I didn't even know I had any places. I've been told a few beaches on the west side to go and see that look like the Caribbean, but I didn't know anything about here. I just headed to a town and then thought I'll go to John O'Groats. And then I just looked and on a map and came here, and oh, what a treat. I'm glad I found this place. Oh my god, that is so scary down there. That water is so fierce. It's not as severe as the last one, but it's like another ledge. Oh, I think I can see a tanker ship. It's really misty. Yeah, I can see a tanker ship in the distance. You can't see too far, as you can see over there. It's very foggy. Still very beautiful. Just been video calling friends at the edge there, showing them, nobody could believe it. It's something else. Oh, look at that, that's like a cave down there. So over my shoulder there's a load of pigeons. They must be different to the pigeons in the town. Sea pigeons. That is insane, look at that! going to sleep so good tonight. I'm going to be knocked out with all the excitement and all the fresh air. Here's another one. You can really see the whoa, look at the way it rams up that side. That's probably where it was splashing me. Yeah, so now I've got a bit of high ground. This is what I was going to show you. So I'm basically, I'm out of breath. I just sprinted up that hill for a bit of exercise. So I'm right on the corner, you'll see. So at this point I can actually see that is the north coast of mainland. This is the east coast, because that's basically there, up there where the people are, is the corner where the lighthouse is. So that's the north corner, east. Fun fact, some strong sea, would not want to fall in that, I'm telling you. There's loads of tiny birds. I thought it was like feathers or something, but they must be really small. Tiny, it looks like a lot of dust or a lot of feathers, like something had been run over, but I wonder what's causing that. I just saw all this white come flying, and you can just see it on the grass everywhere. I thought it was birds. That is a hard beach to get to. You'd have to come through the sea, which would be extremely dangerous with all the rocks in it, or you'd have to abseil down. But I don't think it'd be worth it. Beaches look cool, but they look much better when you're looking at the beach than when you're on it, just looking out at the sea. All pretty, but that view from that hill cliff over there across, absolutely blue. Took the breath out of my mouth. I don't think I've ever seen a view. I have to have a think, but that was seriously impressive. I think it's one of the best I've ever seen in my life. I'll get to see it again when I walk back. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the needles. I think I'm more or less on top of them, the stacks, so I can't get close enough to look down on them without walking really far, but it's only going to be a side view like I had back there, so I might have to go back in a minute. Look at that one, it looks like it's about to fall over. I think this is probably the best view we're going to get. Rightly so, the fence is quite set back there. You don't want to be going too close to the edge. Yeah, I don't think you can get right on top of them and look at the top of them. We'll give it a go, but I think this is probably the best view of them. All the way back to the car. What time are we on now? It's only 4:30. I'll have a look on the map. I was thinking while I was up here, there's another town called Thurso, to maybe do that, but I didn't think I'd spend so long in the countryside, in the nature like I did here. So I'm just wondering, what should I do? Should I head back south, call it a wrap for now, and miss out this pocket next time, or should I go around a bit more? But I'll be going back home again tomorrow, so see that much more. Decisions. I think we can see the difference between the coast a bit more now, so should be able to see the north there. See all the waves splashing there? That's the north coast. This has been an incredible afternoon. Well, I've paid for parking. It's a bit of a ghost town. Everywhere's closed. I think that place is open. But I've been here. Get a selfie at the sign. And the waves look absolutely massive actually, so that'll be worth seeing. But yeah, basically it's got a little caravan I don't drink. A couple of cafes and stuff. But I can imagine it absolutely rammed in a couple of months' time. Here we are, John O'Groats, North Stone. That's something to do with Vikings. Better touch it anyway. Hasty your back. There's the world famous sign. So we've got Orkneys, which is not far from here. That's a boat trip. That's the first island. So New Shetland was 152 miles away. A long one. Edinburgh 273 back that way. New York 3,230 miles. Land's End 874. Some people walk that for fun. That's a nice little harbour. The road ends here. It certainly does. 147 mile trail. That's a nice little memorial bench. Shows a lot of seamen have died up here. It'll be quite treacherous. Look at these guys waking up tonight. Sat in there having a cuppa and some biscuits. Toasty. Windows open, looking out at the sea. Doesn't get any better. Much better than being in the house. Ah, good dog. Oh, is that what it is? He's such a well-behaved dog. He's going to get some good treats when this one's over. Got one. They really come thundering in there. Alright, I think that's it for today then. I'm going to go and find something to eat and probably head back south, whether I get back or not. Stop along the way is another thing, but I've had a long day today, a lot of walking, a lot of excitement. I've probably tired myself out. So yeah, let's go and find some food. Just thought I'd go and see if there's a ferry there. So this is St. Gills Bay, sorry. And this is where you get the ferry to the Orkneys. That would be cool to see one of those ferries. I'll end up going there at some point, but I'm not in a rush to be going over there when I've got so much to explore on here without having to pay for ferries. But I think I'm going to get some food and call that a night now. I'm absolutely exhausted now. I know I said that was it, but along the way I just saw this beach called Dunnoch Beach and I thought I have to just go that way. I'm addicted to it, I can't stop looking at places. That's Dunnoch Beach ticked off. It's a lovely one. I'd go and have a walk on it, but I'm quite tired now. It's not far to Thurso, so I'm going to go and get some food from there and definitely call it a night this time, but we might get the camera when we get to Thurso, who knows.